Hello, everyone. My name is Don, the movie reviewer, and today we are going to be talking about Call Me by Your Name. I heard about this movie from the grapevine, and I heard that this was also based off of a book that I have not read, probably never will. I do like books, but reading this as a book, this movie, doesn't interest me. But I saw this movie because it did sound interesting from what I've been told, and then I saw the trailer for it, and I'm like, it looks okay. Could be kind of boring, but then people are advertising this as like one of the best movies of the year, and when I hear statements like that, that always intrigues me. So once you check this one out, here's my review.
So what do you do around here?
Read books, transcribe music, swim at the river, go out at night.
Sounds fun. All right, later.
Veramente è meglio di quello dell'anno scorso.
Just watch. This is how we'll say goodbye to us when the time comes. Later.
Meanwhile, we'll have to put up with him for 6 long weeks.
Nature has cunning ways of finding our weakest spot.
Call me by your name and I'll call you by mine.
Somewhere in Mother Italy during the hot summer in 1983, a research assistant by the name of Oliver comes to assist Dr. Perlman, who is the father of Elio. During Oliver's trip, Elio and Oliver begin to have a lustful relationship. Once the movie begins, I know exactly what's happening. Maybe that's because I watched the trailer before I saw this movie and it spoiled where the movie and plot were headed. So maybe that's the case as to why when everything was happening on screen, I just kind of like, it was okay, we know what's coming. We know they like each other. Stop wasting my time and just get to it. But I did enjoy this movie. I thought Armie Hammer as Oliver was great. He's really handsome and all the ladies liked him. It's generic cliche, but hey, he's handsome. Girls like him. And then Elio, played by Timothée Chalamet, was great here. He was a young kid who had a lot of desire and emotions. He was young and he was hip, man. He was cool. And a lot of the scenes during this movie when him and Oliver were hanging out in town, he'd have his shades on. He's cool. He's laid back, And I love the line in the movie where he talks to Oliver and Oliver's asking Elio questions about like the summer, and Elio's just like cool and chill about it. Like, this is summer. We just, kill time, and I love it. It's cool. So it felt like during the beginning when it said summer of 1983 and this is in Italy, I thought that was interesting and it was cool and it was hip. It's kind of different, I guess. I never seen a summer in 1983 in Italy. So that was cool. All the kids were great. The relationship between Elio and Oliver, I felt it. It was real. It was emotional. You could definitely tell that they loved each other. And I will say that the ending credits of this movie definitely hammered home the fact that Elio is a young kid who may have had lust, love, desire. He was infatuated, whatever. He did have a deep, raw emotion for Oliver, and you could tell that he loved him. Even though during the movie he's making mistakes as he is getting towards the fact that he loves Oliver, he wants to be with him, he wants to do all sorts of things with him that he doesn't want to do with a woman. Actor, Timothée Chalamet, he's great. Oliver, played by Armie Hammer, gives a great performance. He's great too. You definitely feel the emotion coming from him. There are a few things in the movie that happen to where it's like, okay, why doesn't this happen? Like, or a scene will take place and it's obvious to what's happening because you know where it's going, and then it gives a conclusion to that at the end, and it's like, okay, I knew that was going to happen, I expected that, but it's still fun getting to that point. as I'm enjoying these characters, enjoying the actors playing these characters, loving the tone of this movie, loving the directing, loving the music. The music definitely puts the viewer in the perspective of the character, especially the main character, Elio, and his emotions with all of the technical stuff. The music is great. And some of the effects are a little weird, like how they try to display an emotion with the character. With like the music is good enough, but then they try to use like some screen effect, which just look weird. But there's one scene with Michael Stahlbarg, who plays Dr. Perlman, and I would say as a parent figure in the movie, he plays the dad. He's kind of useless, but he has one scene at the end which is great, where he gives a speech, and it's fantastic, and it's made me cry a little bit. One of the best scenes in the movie. Yeah, I enjoyed Call Me by Your Name. Overall, I will give Call Me by Your Name a solid A. I give it a solid A. There are scenes that happen in the movie that are obvious of like, yes, I know where this is going. Stop wasting my time and just get it on already, you know. But then I like how the movie, I don't know if this is a spoiler, but it points it out like, yeah, you know, we knew what we were doing. You knew what was happening. We're just, you know, just going along, looking at the lives of these characters, you know, just hanging out, doing normal stuff. And we're learning about their emotions and what triggers them and their love for each other and just life. And it's great. And I enjoyed all the characters in this movie. I liked the story's progression leading into those really heartfelt moments. And I will say that this movie has one of the best end credit scenes I've ever seen in a movie. And the music is great. The acting is great. The directing is great. Story, yes, is predictable and you just like, get it on already. But I did enjoy the journey getting to the ending of this movie. It was great. Love this movie. Highly recommend it. So as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.